Research shows women rarely make it past that independent film stage because they can put their own money into making movies, but once they have to go outside and ask for money or to be part of the Hollywood system, they struggle because that very idea of who a director is a man, and it's still seen as more of a risk to give money to women filmmakers to make their movies than it is to men. They say that, men are hired and promoted on potential, women are hired and promoted on proof. But how do you even get that proof when your very gender makes it seem like you are a risk for the job?
Well, when I started directing, which is a long time ago now, it's like over 20 years, if you would have asked me if we would be discussing this issue now, I would have said that would absolutely be impossible. And the fact that we're still having this discussion is really distressing. It is an issue. The numbers haven't changed. It's the same as when I started over 20 years ago. And that's really shocking. It's shocking that the entertainment business isn't leading in this way.
It's complicated. It's a very complicated issue about why women are not in mainstream end of filmmaking. Some of it is really about where we are at. We're at a time where mostly Hollywood movies are superhero movies, and they're making a big bet on that. But I will say, great narrative and stories and characters are mostly on cable and television now, and that's really where there's a lot of women directors.
This is Alice Guy Blaché. She was the first female filmmaker in the world and also one of the first movie directors in cinema history. Because in the late 1890s, at the start of cinema, right up to the 1920s, there were more female filmmakers working in Hollywood than there is today. So that means before women could even vote, they had better positions in Hollywood.
I think that there's still this stigma that women are weak physically, emotionally and mentally, weaker than men, more emotional, but it's really just not the truth, and it's not what I've seen in the field. But there's still this idea, this attitude that we are weaker, or that we are not as experienced, not as skilled, need a little bit of help, can't do it by ourselves, It's just not the case.